So, what's going on, Samuel?
Man, well, it's been 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks since we last dropped. Miss everybody. I hope everybody tunes in to this episode. We kind of got them busy. Had some things going on, but it feels good to be back. Episode number 3, right?
Yeah.
Podcast number 3, and so we'll see how it goes. But it feels good to be back. What do you think?
Oh, dude, it's for those 2 weeks. I pretty much, luckily the audience probably hasn't even realized. Yeah, we didn't drop a main episode, but we've constantly been dropping clips, which is cool, So we took 2 weeks off and didn't miss a beat. We haven't really grown much as a channel, but I still think we're in the early stages of kind of finding ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time I'm doing a podcast. You as well. But honestly, the experience so far has been it's been quite motivating.
Yeah, it's been a good experience learning the in and outs of it.
Yeah, it's definitely made me pay more attention to YouTube, and that's already coming to fruition on my channel because it's starting to grow now. Starting to get like drips, I'm at 69
subscribers.
Yeah. And then when I started 2 weeks ago, it was almost like a 61, 62. So I've been growing.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, 7 subscribers in
like
in the last week.
The past 2 weeks, yeah.
My dad already told me. I think I got 10 in the last 28 days.
Yeah, but you just showed an interesting stat. You said you had 30 hours watch time.
Yeah, but what was more interesting, bro, was that the last video has 2/3 of it. But it goes back to how we were talking about. What the big key points on the YouTube videos is your thumbnail and your title. And I think that really helped out, and then the fact that the content really related to the thumbnail and the title.
Oh, for sure, dude, and that's I think going forward, that's probably what we're going to be doing as well with our clips as well. They're going to be a lot better hooks and titles. So, and hopefully, we're trying to figure out how we could get guests on here, right? Which is going to be fun, and I'm thinking of like real big guests, not big guests, but like people locally that we feel are pretty big names. Like what was the news reporter?
Miss Martin, Cassie Martin.
Cassie Martin.
I still haven't reached out to her, and I don't know if the gentleman at the gym has mentioned anything to her, but I do need to reach out to her, and I think she would be a good guest, honestly.
For sure. And also I'm reaching out to our city attorney. So I'm trying to see if he could come on because I got some great questions to ask him about some projects that I'm working on, which can't share yet, but I'm pretty sure once we get some more info or once that interview actually happens, then we'll be able to discuss more.
And if anybody else thinks that they're interesting or cool or something like that, and they want to come on, reach out to us and we'll think about it. We'll see if it fits for all of us, right?
No, for sure, dude. And we want to give people a good episode. We don't want to come at them with something generic,
right?
But I also am a strong advocate for if you want to make change, you gotta do it locally first before you do anything locally.
For sure.
So
it's a cool thing that I've always heard. If you want to make change, you gotta try to. How does it go? I think it goes make change in your family first, and then once you could do it in your family, and then you could do it like locally, and then once it goes locally, you could do it statewide, and then statewide it goes like nationwide.
Oh, for
sure.
But
I might be missing some steps, but there's like a like that ladder, I guess, or pattern of where you can make a difference, And I think people have been motivated or influenced, or because for seeing us do what we're doing, especially if they're already thinking positively. I think that they have been influenced. And if they're negative thinking people, then they're like, look at these guys, look at what they're trying to do, like they'll mean it in a negative way. But I guess it just kind of depends where your head at and where your mind's at in your life, how you're gonna think about seeing us do the YouTube stuff or do the podcast or do our art, do our books, I think it depends on how that person is thinking.
Yeah, they can talk shit all they want, If you're a hater, you're a fan, in my opinion.
Right, for sure.
Because you're talking about me. Like, if I don't fucking like someone, I'm damn hell not going to be giving them any attention.
Right.
Or even talking about them because that's giving energy to someone that I don't really fuck with, I'd rather put that energy somewhere else.
Bro, and then that's a perfect segue. Look at how Afroman put all his, like even him, he put like, he said in some of his lyrics, like, like all this bad energy, I'm just trying to put it into good energy and put it into a song because of everything that I went through, you know.
Oh yeah, and
And if people don't know what he went through, I guess, do you know why he got raided?
I don't know. Let's but the Afroman trial just
And it did just end.
yeah, it did just end. I'm not 100% up to speed on exactly why they raided his place, but apparently his local authorities raided this man's place, um, and he actually had cameras on,
Mm-hmm.
so he has footage of them raiding his spot. And were they trying to plant something?
Uh, I don't know if they were trying to plan something, but they did cut off the home surveillance, and they I believe they took money, and when they returned the money, it was like $400 short. Since it's a small town like Pecos too, I guess where he's living at, so I guess he already had like internal beefs with like certain deputies or so and so, and like you can see in some of the videos, bro, where there's an officer like he's holding a shield, but he's looking at the camera, but he flips off the camera, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like flipping off Afroman. But I think that also takes a lot of courage, bro, to do something like that against if they are so and so corrupt police, you know, like some people say the police could be the biggest organized crime, especially if they're what do you call it? Especially if they are corrupt, you know. So I feel like that is pretty courageful of him to do that. And then he has his United States tuxedo, you know.
Yeah.
Which he's just being he's just being who he is, you know. And bro, have you seen some of the music videos? I
Yes.
was trying to watch them all, and some of them are pretty crazy, bro. And
Lick 'em, what's it? Lick 'em, Lisa.
look him,
Lick 'em down, Lisa.
bro. And then he actually puts her in the what do you call it? In the music video, like because it's like a 13-minute video, that one.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, it's really her in the deposition. Like I have to really prove that I don't have a penis, you know. And she's all like a female, you know. And she's like, I I didn't choose to have this voice, and she kind of has like a deeper voice.
Right.
And he was wilding pretty much, bro. But he's being himself, you know. He's being an artist. He's being a rapper, and he says that too in his in the videos. And bro, that video, did you see that whole one, that 13-minute one?
I have not
Bro,
seen the
it even
entirety.
gets like nasty at the end. like he ends up smashing that chick that's portraying Lisa.
Okay.
So it was a pretty crazy video. Let's see how much he did. I think he started dropping them all within the last 2 weeks. Let's see how many videos he has. Yeah, it's called Lick 'em Low Lisa. He has one, two, three, four. He's dropped 5 videos, bro. So if y'all want to go and check him out, OG Afroman on YouTube, man, it's pretty crazy, bro. And bro, one of the music video, Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. I guess, have you seen that? Look, he crashes he's in the deputy car and he crashes another vehicle.
Dude,
You know,
honestly, I enjoy the fact that he took something negative like that and put
he
all
harvested that energy. You know,
for sure, and it definitely paid off, and it came to something. But yeah, we gotta start off locally, bro. And we're gonna,
that is a good idea for sure.
I think with what we some of the projects that me and you have discussed, I think we're gonna actually level up Pecos. That's if it's willing to as well.
Right.
And all I can speak is for ourselves that we're just two creative entrepreneurs, and we're gonna,
Just trying to do our best, trying to live our life. And I
For sure.
remember a book that I read, bro. It says when you're actively pursuing your creative dreams, then like life kind of starts helping you out, you know. Instead of when you're feeling like stuck and you don't know what to do, like, but when you actually are creatively pursuing something, life starts helping you. And I kind of have felt that, you know, we're already March 21st into this new year, and like I feel like this has been a good creative new year. Since it's been like that for me, bro, I've kind of been looking at other creators or creative entrepreneurs or artists or anything that I see it in real life and on the social media, and I just been I feel like it has been a creative year, honestly. Like especially if you already are a creative person, then you're tapping more even into it, you know.
For sure, dude. It's definitely contagious, especially when you're hanging around other creatives
Right.
and stuff, and it motivates you when you're seeing them pursuing their dreams and whatnot. And super important to have a team like that, because sometimes you kind of like, I don't even feel like making anything, but then you see your homies doing it, and you're like, you know what, I got this.
And it's even worse when you're by yourself. If,
Yeah.
if you don't have the team around you. I think Mr. B said it. Like, if you want to be a YouTuber, then it's better to hang around 5 other YouTubers, because then you're gonna be a YouTuber. But that's just how the famous saying goes. The 5 people who you're around will tell me what kind of person you are.
Yeah. And that book I read that I've been telling you to check out, dude, the formula. He also quotes that Mr.
Oh, okay.
Beast, and Mr. Beast says that it's good to get a group of YouTubers, and then just compare y'all's data and analytics. They would go to each other when they're like, "Hey, dude, like here's a like five thumbnails. Which one's the best? Which one?"
Oh, okay. Oh, they'll compare.
Yeah, and they would just help each other out, and what formats, and ask them for hook strategies, stuff like that. And I think that's what we're gonna build in. That's why I hope to nurture and bring it to fruition and bring on more creators.
Right.
That's definitely what our other show that we're going to record right after, called the Frontier Boys. That's definitely what that show is, like the heart.
Oh,
that,
right.
Whereas this is where we discuss some important topics that we feel like don't really get that much conversations, but we do want to express our creativeness, and also like it'll be cool to get creatives on this show. What do you think?
No, for sure.
Not only just like politicians and lawyers, but like artists that are probably activists, right?
Oh, okay. Right.
Strong opinions. I mean, everyone's opinions are important,
right?
But I agree, dude. It's gonna be dope. Where are you at with your book right now, bro? I'm gonna keep asking you.
No, I mean, well, really, bro. I kind of pivoted more. I want to focus more on getting because I feel like scanning. I had scanned the first chapter of the book, and I think it'll be better to scan it using an actual scanner instead of my phone, and it'll be something pretty easy to do. So I pivoted to make my more important thing is to get the LLC, because that and once after I have the LLC, then I'll just have to scan it, and then it'll be available on Amazon. So I think it's going to be more important to get the LLC next. So today we got paid, and today's like kind of I pay my car note, and that takes like a majority of my funds. So, but the next check, and I'm really kind of hoping to get my tax refunds back, and maybe that'll help out too. But that's kind of the next step, and hopefully I do it before. I think I'm on vlog number 20, so I have 4 more vlogs, and if I can do it probably within the next week, then everything should be ready to go by vlog number 24 to complete project 24, because it's pretty cool, bro. I have some content in my camera that I recorded back in 2024 talking about project 24, and I think it'll be cool to put some of that content in with whatever content I record during that time for vlog number 24. And I'm looking forward to that video, vlog number 24. But the next one, which will probably be posted tomorrow or on Sunday, I believe will be vlog number 21, and that's what I'm working on right now. But so really right now my goal is to get the LLC, and then scan the book and have it on Amazon, and then pivot to because project 24 will be done, but I'm gonna be looking forward to making a YouTube videos, not necessarily vlog style, like but more off of how we just spoke about the thumbnail and the title, and then the content matching that. So that will kind of be my focus to market the book after this project 24 is over. So we'll see how the time goes, but it's almost up, bro, and we'll see how it goes. But I do look forward to selling it, man. Maybe I'll start making money. More. You never know how things could change.
You never know, bro. You could get a sell a day, and just multiply that by every 365. That's something, dude.
It's more income coming in, honestly.
Yeah, dude. For sure. Like, I sold 2 paintings today from my collection. Now I got 8 more left.
42 out of 50?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I would say this is a success. Wouldn't you? Right. That's the majority.
That's nice, bro.
Yeah, majority of the paintings are sold. Wandering Souls collection. If y'all could go check it out, get the final copies. It's on XRP Cafe.
Do you like those, bro? Like when they purchase it, you get XRP?
Yeah.
And it goes straight to your wallet?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you that like how I'm saying how I'll need to, but it's not going to be through crypto. Right? It's going to be regular cash or credit
Yeah, when
debit.
you're, I guess when you're using Amazon,
Right.
for sure. Yeah.
But then and that's another thing. I have like probably like six to eight drawings ready for NFTs, and I look forward to it, and it should all be kind of transpiring without the next 2 to 3 weeks, honestly.
Yeah,
So
right.
we'll see how it goes. Have you been paying any attention? To be honest, bro, ever since the Iran conflict kind of has started, and then that's all that's kind of, or I guess because I look at it too, but I just kind of got in what do you call it? I don't know if tired of it or annoyed but I guess I kind of been actively kind of more ignoring seeing that. I guess because I was looking at it too much, and I guess it just became too much, and I kind of try to look past that. But where do you think we are with the? Have you seen anything new in the Iraq conflict? The one thing that I did like that I saw was how Trump. Did you ever see that tweet that I sent you?
Yes. About Israel striking
The natural
the
gas.
largest natural gas.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which is insane because that's gonna, drive price of oil higher. I think right now we're pushing at $97 a barrel.
Oh, okay.
I just checked it before because our gas prices are going crazy, and we're in West Texas,
Hmm.
where it's apparently like the cheapest. I can't imagine California right now, but gas is
Right.
probably like at 60 something,
369.
369 as of the recording of this video. And so yeah, I can imagine.
Have you ever been to Cali? And right, I think when we went in 2019, it was like around $7 to $8.
Ooh,
Bro, that's crazy, don't you think?
that's insane, dude. Like honestly, like have you noticed the the price at the pump now? Like with you when it comes to like filling up for work and stuff.
For sure. That's how I know it's 369. But man, since we have that pilot app, we get 10 cents off.
Okay.
So I mean 359 if you're and that's another good advice if you want to get 10 cents off the gallon and get the pilot app and you'll get it. I think maybe other companies do that too, but pilot's everywhere. Pilot or Flying J, you could use that. But yeah, bro. Ever I think since the last month I've been kind of looking at the gas prices and yeah, they've definitely been going up, and especially since this Iran conflict started, and like that back to the Iran thing, how the well, I think Tucker Carlson is the one that reported it that the CIA was looking at him while he was I guess communicating with like Iranian officials. Did you ever see that podcast that he did with that Iranian official?
I did not. Did you?
I watched by like the first 5 to 10 minutes. But bro, Tucker has done that before. I think he went. Do you remember when he went to Russia and I think he recorded like a video, and he was showing like the groceries and just like the life in Russia, and how it's like I guess like quotation marks cheaper and better than the United States. So like he's done stuff where he is out there like talking to like our enemies or our adversaries, per se. But I don't know because he to me he does seem like he is an America first person. But I do I kind of would understand how you wouldn't want him talking to the Iranian people, especially if Trump already knew that he was going to go to war with them. Like there's reports saying that like Tucker was going to the White House and Trump knew that he was speaking with these people and they would like feed Tucker bullshit and maybe I don't know if Tucker was or was not feeding that back to the Iranians.
Mm.
Like that. I think that's pretty crazy. But they have like, especially if they're spying on the guy, they kind of know everything that he's doing. Or if it even is spying, if they're because how they're already investigating anything to do with anybody that's probably communicating with the Iranian officials.
Yeah, I'm sure at this moment, and I think Iranians officials have even declared that if any of their officials start trying to talk about peace talks, it'll be considered
Dang, like you're going against them?
yeah.
Dang.
And they recently, did you hear about this? That Iran recently committed, what's it called, a hanging of a 19-year-old national athlete for the Iran. Um, for, I guess, his advocacy against the war.
Oh, okay.
So he was one of the first in the public hangings that have been done in a long time.
Wow. And that was a
Which
public
is sad,
hanging? Yeah, for sure.
So when I hear certain groups talk about Iranian people, need freedom, you don't really understand that until you hear stories like that, know. Which at the same time, I agree with that? No,
right.
But that's those people and their laws and rules, and who knows, I don't know. But I do think it's sad that 19-year-old, especially a talented one,
right,
like that,
for sure,
to have his life taken,
publicly,
publicly, and I can't imagine this,
that's one thing that we take for. I don't know if you could say we take for granted, but we do it with such carelessness when the real people are out there protesting. I'm not talking about the ones that are getting paid to go out and protest, because those are the ones that get a lot of media highlights, but the real protesters, and maybe the real protesters are not even the ones that are acting reckless like that. But at least we have the opportunity to go and protest. But usually protests are peaceful, unless it's the paid ones. But I mean, I guess that's the perks, right? Living in the United States compared to a country that has a dictator.
Yeah.
That is a very. I mean, there's been a lot of violence over there in the Middle East. Yeah. And I hope it comes to an end soon. Honestly, my uncle, he made me laugh, bro. He was like, when I saw the gas prices increase, I was happy. I was like, what the hell, But yeah, you never know what people's opinion are on the war.
Well, I'm sure people who own oil, oil minerals and oil, interest, they're happy right now just because oil is up, which is scary because gold and silver have skyrocketed. They have doubled way before the war started, and that's always a precursor that I've heard. Like when gold and silver start going up high, that war is like around the corner. And then now you got oil, another commodity that's just skyrocketing. Normally, what's next though is going to be, something's going to have to give, and I don't know how strong the U.S. dollar is going to be. Within these next few
months, right? This year, let's see how it plays out this year.
They're calling for damn near a recession / depression by the summer.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of terrifying, And it's like we're already struggling. Food's already a lot. Inflation's a lot. And then you want to add like $8 or $6 gas on top of that. We're all going to be very struggling here.
I remember when was it? In 2019, it was probably like 220, 219. And in the last 7 years, it just kind of gone up and down. But a big thing that they're like that there's a lot of news is, what is it called, the Hamas Strait?
Yeah.
That, I guess, is that where oil comes out of Iran and goes internationally?
Yes, sir.
You know what? Somebody posted on Next, bro. The Romans would have built another strait.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's part of the reason they're doing the war, because of the Hamas Strait. I think they're allowing ships to pass through there that pay in Chinese yuan.
Oh, okay.
So that's another attack against our currency, and that's probably the few things that have kept us as a superpower is our currency. So I'm excited to see, hopefully something turns, dude. We need America needs a break, dude.
And to be honest, I think the America, the country, is doing pretty fine. But what messes us up is the interest that we have in something that takes an 18-hour flight, bro, to get over there. Imagine how, that's how far it is, bro. Have you ever drove for 18 hours?
No, I've driven, I think, 14 or 16.
Yeah, I think we drove 17 hours from Anaheim, California, over here to Pecos, bro, and yeah, it's pretty much a whole day, and so I could only imagine flying like that at that rate of speed that they go. That's how far away these problems are going on over there in Iran, and it's affecting us, So hopefully they do resolve everything that needs to be resolved, and focus on maybe things that are more important, So we'll see how it goes. Who's supposed to jump in the space talk today?
I have no idea. I don't think I even
No.
scheduled anyone. I don't know. We'll see what happens, bro. To be honest. Again, y'all guys should pull up to the space if y'all are down. 7 o'clock to 8 p.m. Central every Saturday. We might play with the schedule here pretty soon. I'm trying to get one of our other buddies to join, but he's just adamant that he can't do this time.
What do you think
slot.
is a? I was gonna say Wednesday night, but that's when you have everybody else here too.
Yeah,
Maybe like a Thursday. Or,
I think it's gonna be like on a Sunday, Monday, or a Tuesday. One of our days off.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
I think so. And the cool thing is, like, we don't have to be together with that.
Right.
We could just do that one on our phones, whatever. So we'll try that here soon. But I do want to get there. I do want to record today. I hope some people come in. I want to make some clips from the Frontier Boys, Frontier Media Boys. I think it's a great show, and I actually look forward to that a lot, just because I like hearing other creators talk.
Right.
And it builds our X following.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely what.
Yeah, my ex, I haven't checked, but I think I've grown, bro, since I think I started on January 27th, and now I think at that time I had like probably like 60 X followers, and now I think I'm at 120. So I've kind of doubled my X following in the last month and in the last 2 months.
Oh yeah, dude, that's good, dude.
Have you been trying to keep up with the?
I've fallen off completely with X just because I've just been like
a lot of attention on the YouTube stuff.
Hyper focused on YouTube, and I'm excited because I got some new content that I'm trying to cook up, and it's going to be real interesting. A lot of it's going to be some kind of educational stuff when it comes to like working with some of these blockchains, and some of it's fun, like my art for my game that I'm working on, which is also crypto related, and it's just a fun process. I've just really been enjoying it, And to me, I think when you find an art or a creative outlet and you enjoy it, where it becomes more therapy than it really does, like me trying to make money. I think that's the beautiful thing. It helps. It's a great way to express yourself, and then unload stress on it. And then when you get to a certain point, you can sell it and potentially make money. So.
Do you think you've ever hit burnouts with your art?
I don't hit burnout. I would say I do, because I'll crunch a bunch of art, and then I'll kind of get like not burnout, but I need like a little time to like
rebalance yourself.
Yeah, rebalance, and then I'll kind of jump into another creative thing. Lately, I haven't been doing as much developing lately, so that's why I've been putting a lot more energy into the art. But I could feel myself not getting tired of art, but like, okay, I'm not running out of art content, running out of like my other content, like I need to push out updates, I need to record some tutorials, I need to do some devlogs, then I'll jump over to that. So I try to balance it out that way.
So balance, right? You try to find the balance with all your projects?
Oh, for sure, dude. And that's why I like YouTube so much, because really what's important, like, especially when you have a ton of goals, a ton of like projects, is alignment. And I want everything I do to align with my goals / main goal. And right now my main goal is to
push out the YouTube stuff.
Push out not just the YouTube, but push out my apps. That's been the hardest thing for me, and that's why I'm kind of in love with YouTube right now, is because marketing has always been the hardest thing for me.
Okay.
Like you have to say I have this product, my game, right? Like, how do I get people to buy it?
Oh, okay. Right, or play it, right?
Or even play it when you're in a world where Fortnite's free, Call of Duty's free. Every other, AAA publisher is pushing out free to play games. I have to stand out as much as I can. And one thing I've noticed, and this has just been me from, like
developing,
developing along the years, I would watch YouTubers, like certain YouTubers that would share their game updates.
Oh, okay.
Show information. And I used to watch it, but I just never thought it was at that level.
Okay.
And now that I've been developing for a lot longer, we got tools out, I just feel a lot more confident in doing that sort of thing. And I should have been doing this from the beginning, getting out all that I would say because like, I'm not going to say like like, would you agree? Like, your very first video that you made is your best video ever,
No,
right?
no.
It's that's how I feel with my art and like my
Oh, okay.
games too. You know, like I almost cringe when I look back at my old
Oh,
stuff,
okay.
right?
And I'm,
Uh,
bro, Logan Paul was talking about that. I really watched a podcast with him, and he was saying he looks back at the content he made in 2018, and he gets the like the ick of looking at himself and what he was doing.
mhm.
But he had to. You have to go through all that to make the person that you're going to be in 10 years. You know, and look at him now. That's what they were talking about too, bro. Like when you make it on YouTube, like how are you going to pivot after that? You know, you gotta keep getting better. And well, he talked about how he pivoted to WWE, and his brother pivoted to boxing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but he definitely did look back, and it goes with with that YouTube book also. You know, you're gonna make 100 videos, and then you make 100 more. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like but the goal is to always make your next video be the best video, and have that kind of mindset.
Oh
But
yeah, and that's what I'm just trying to do, and that is honestly is what's inspiring some of these next projects, which I'm excited. Samuel knows about it, but we ain't talking about it until we get to talk to some lawyers. But it's fun, dude. You know, and to me that's the exciting part is like getting excited about certain things. You know, I used to not give a shit about city council and all that stuff,
oh,
but now
okay.
that I've kind of realigned myself and kind of like just figured out like, oh, in order to achieve some, if I could achieve this, the YouTube thing, it will help marketing my game a lot
Oh,
more
for sure.
easier. It would help marketing any other application I build so much easier. It gives me credibility when people want to look up my name and be like, oh, this guy has tutorials, and I
Hmm.
could check out his
Of course.
repos and that sort of thing.
The beginning of that book, it says like if you're a brand needs a YouTube channel. You know,
Hmm.
like that's I like to look at YouTube as a cable TV. Honestly, like there people talk about how big Netflix is, bro, and YouTube is bigger than Netflix. You know, YouTube is everywhere. So
Hmm.
I definitely believe in the power of YouTube, and for anybody out there that wants to be a brand or market anything that they're any service or product, and they want to reach a broad audience, I do recommend YouTube. You know, in my mind, if you make it on YouTube, you made it everywhere else. So I always thought that YouTube was the place where I had to go and market my book. So that's why I've started my journey on YouTube, and it's been a pretty solid. It's already going to be at end of. It's already going to be 3 months, so it's been a pretty solid quarter, of the year. So we'll see how it continues to go.
For sure, dude. And it's not just that, but like all these other social media platforms we have nowadays. I think just learning if you could just use one and get them going, I think you could build a career off of that. But it's better when you have multiple.
Mm.
Like you're working on your X, your YouTube.
Mhm.
Eventually, you probably are you posting on your Instagram now?
I just post on my stories when I drop a YouTube video, but I don't post it on my like as an Instagram post or Instagram reel, which it might be. I mean, and that one short, I've only made one YouTube short, and it did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, bro. You should definitely
So
do
I should
more.
probably, I do more. I should do more. They're a little bit harder to edit. I feel like when getting like those little clips of the even tinier clips of the clips that are recorded. I mean, but it's all doable, and it just takes more energy. But right, would you rather spend your energy doing your 9 to 5, or you spend your energy, trying to live your dream, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the mindset we also kind of have to have with it.
Oh, for sure, dude. But in other news, dude, have you heard of Meta and how they shut down their metaverse?
Yeah, I did see that, bro. They spent $80 billion on it or something like that. Did you see that?
Yes, sir. $80 billion.
Who did? I never believed in it that would be successful, bro. People were buying like if land on the metaverse, like if it was real land,
Hmm.
for an expensive price. Like to me, I never believed in it, and I thought that was crazy. And I did see that. I did come across that on X, and I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. But I don't know how y'all. I don't know what vision they had, or what they were seeing. Was the metaverse kind of like Minecraft?
Metaverse, you could think of it like the best thing I would say is like think of Fortnite, right?
Okay.
Where like the idea is like you can have any of these characters in this world playing this game. So like in Fortnite, you got Goku fighting Godzilla, fighting Homer Simpson, fighting Family Guy. You know, like all these different universes coexisting in one. That's what the metaverse was trying to be. I think where they failed miserably is that
The overpricing of things,
the,
or like,
I think for first off, it's tied to crypto, right?
oh, it was tied to crypto.
It is tied to
Oh, okay.
crypto because it's using crypto and stuff. So like people already have a bad taste of that, and then you have people like purchasing all those virtual lands for a ridiculous price.
Mm-hmm.
When it's not even supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like a just like
Fun, free.
Like say you bought. I always think of Roblox too. I don't know
Oh, okay. I've never played Roblox.
Roblox is like a game that you can play a bunch of other games, and then you can have like certain cosmetics or something like that.
Or maybe that was kind of the vision that they had for Metaverse, but Roblox kind of hit it on the nail better.
Yeah,
Would you say?
That could be it. A lot of people don't trust Mark Zuckerberg. They don't like Meta.
He did a good job at changing his image from because during the 2020 election, like how Facebook was very liberal, and I feel like post that he kind of did do a good job of fixing his image.
He did switch up,
right?
And but still he has a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Yeah.
So whatever Mark Zuckerberg decides to do, which I think his Meta glasses, the second ones, are going to be fucking fire. Those sounds cool. And his Quest headset's amazing.
Have you tried them?
Yeah, I have a Quest 2 at my house.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
My son plays it. It's a great VR headset, bro. It really is.
Is that the main one, or is there other like competitors?
I would say they are the main ones.
Yeah.
I would skip them that just because, like, when you think of VR headsets, the only ones that really comes to mind is the Oculus Quest.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not even Oculus; it's Meta Quest now. But yeah, they're the only ones that comes to mind, and their headsets really powerful, standalone. And by standalone means you don't need to plug into a computer.
Oh, okay.
So everything runs on it, and it's
What kind of games do y'all play on it?
Oh, dude, there's a lot of good games on there. They pretty much. My son likes to play this game called Gorilla Tag, and it's like more of a kid game, but you're like a gorilla and you climb on branches and tag people.
Do you have to have like an open space?
Yeah.
Bro, the first time I put some of those on, I tripped out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just that visual that it gives you, like you're really kind of in another reality. Is that what it's supposed to feel like?
Yeah, pretty much.
It tripped me out, bro. The first time I put one of those on, because I'm the kind of person that gets how could I like, I don't know, like, is there like a game sickness or like
yeah, you could get motion sickness.
Yeah, motion sickness, bro. So like if I were to play a lot of Call of Duty and for sure, I bet you if I put on and played virtual reality, it could get me nauseated for sure. But now it tripped me out when I first put those on. But the glasses are very interesting, bro, especially for the content. You see a lot of people on. I'm a big Instagram Reels guy, and I see a lot of content on Instagram Reels is coming from the Meta glasses, and people are even jailbreaking them to where I guess that red light turns on when you're recording. Mm-hmm. So they're making them where they're jailbreaking them to where it doesn't turn red, so you never know when they're recording or not.
Yeah.
So they get a lot of interesting content for sure with those glasses.
For sure, dude.
What other things do those glasses offer? Is just the camera, pretty much?
Camera, speakers. So like you could talk to
Oh, you could maybe talk on the phone with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you could play music.
You know what's interesting, bro? I wonder how Afroman got because on some of the videos he has body cam footage from officers. Like.
There's probably a law where like
you could ask your lawyer to go and get that information.
You could get that, body cam footage, which is cool, That's if they turn it on and record,
right? And which they're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've seen an officer one time. They arrested some. I think they arrested. I don't know if they arrested him, but they had to. I guess they reported to a scene where like a guy was messed out at Sonic, and the dude, of course, right? He had his body cam footage on it, and he was kind of I don't know. I don't remember. Not. I don't remember if he showed me or my friend told me the story. But the guy was just wilding out, bro, and the body cam footage catches everything like as it should. It's a camera, but bro, I've been arrested one time when I was it was in 2024 for reckless driving, and I always tell my brothers like, man, I wish I could see that footage and see like his perspective of me of how I was acting, you know.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see that footage. It was over there in New Mexico. I don't know if it changes the laws state by state. Bro, there. Have you seen that one young kid that has been going to the Zorro Ranch, and a lot of clips have been going viral on X?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what the Zorro Ranch is?
No.
It's Epstein's ranch in New Mexico.
Wow.
And man, he has great bro. He literally made it to the ranch. Like in I think that kid. I wish I knew which. He's a YouTuber also, and he has a great. He has great content on that Zorro Ranch, bro.
Nice, dude.
And
Hell yeah, bro. Shit. Hey, well, we're almost there. Almost up to the quarter of the hour. I'm just gonna end it off with this last segment. And what do you think about that? Is that cool?
oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, then. Yeah, so we can get ready for the space right after. But Midnight Expense Network as WorldPlay brings global payment infrastructure on chain. So Midnight has announced WorldPlay as the latest company to join the network as a federated node operator as the mainnet launch approaches, which I have the inside info on that. But I can just let you know it's literally right around the corner. I'll be dropping some more insight on it. But this is pretty bullish, dude. And
Oh, you think so?
oh, for sure, dude. Like, you know, bringing someone like them on chain is just giving them more credibility.
To midnight?
Yeah, to midnight, and you know it's gonna be. I'm excited, dude, because you know my game that I've been working on. I'm trying to get it ready to be compatible with midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, having a game ready for that when it launches is
Right.
gonna be extremely good for me.
Yeah.
You know, it just takes time, but I just wanted to end with that. You know. And is there anything you want to leave the audience with, Sammy?
Man, I appreciate everybody listening, tuning in, subscribing. You know, tell your friends, tell your girlfriends, tell your boyfriends, tell your sisters, tell your brothers. You know, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa. I know they watch YouTube too. To tune in and give us a listen. And man, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love a lot. Man, you know, I want to give a shout out to man. This is a crazy story, bro. I had a friend from San Angelo, bro, who was showing a lot. He was showing me a lot of love, bro, making all these posts and stuff like that. How I post my stories about my YouTube videos, and I had posted when I was over there in San Antonio. I had posted a picture. We met Ernie from George Lopez, and I posted a picture with him, and like he even showed love there, bro. And then the next day he passed away, bro. And his birthday was barely on March 19th, so he passed away 2 days before his birthday. So I just want to say no, rest in peace to Jaden Everett. You know that was sad news, and it's so crazy, bro, how life changes in a split second. You know, so you know I pray for his family, and that sucks, man. He was a great guy. He was a young kid. He's probably like 24, 25, and you know, it's just crazy how life can change like that. But
yeah,
you know,
dude, that's sad. You know, rest in power, King.
Yes, sir.
Rest in power.
But you know, other than that, you know, give me a follow on, subscribe to my YouTube. Give me a follow on X, and I appreciate everybody listening.
All right, guys. Until next time. Laters.